Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome to our seminar for traveling from JFK, December 23rd, and returning back on January 1st. Today, we will be covering a few topics. I just want to give a rundown of our agenda today, inshallah, and then from there we can get started. We will do a quick introduction to our group leaders. We will share the schedule and go over it. We will also be giving you some tips for the trip, what to pack, how to pack. And then at the end, we will also be covering some important information for Nuzuk. And at the end, inshallah, we will be having a Q&A session. We have Brother TJ, Brother Tahir Javed with us as well too. If he can quickly come and inshallah introduce himself.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I'm Tahir Javed, TJ, inshallah. I will be with you guys in Medina, Makkah, and inshallah.
Jazakallah khair. My name is Harun Hassan. Inshallah, I will also be taking care of you with Brother Tahir Javed, and alongside with our other team members who are not present in this meeting today. But Brother Samiuddin will also be, inshallah, taking care of this group. We also have Imam Ghulam Rasul, who will also be with us during this trip, and a few other team members, inshallah. And I hope we all get to see each other very soon. So I do want to go ahead and get started with our schedule. So the flight does depart on the 23rd, which is a Saturday. And inshallah, the flight is from JFK to Jeddah. And then you have a short layover in Jeddah, and then you transfer over to the Medina flight. So I do want to back up a little bit and talk about our entire schedule. So this way you are prepared. We are expecting the permits to start opening up on Friday for our trip, inshallah. So on Friday, if you haven't activated Nuzuk, please do so. Either if you have already done it, you're already prepared. But if you have not done it, please try to take care of this during the week. So on Friday, the permits will be opening up for the entire week, all the way from the 24th, all the way till the end of the week. So it is very important that you have your Nuzuk ready. And inshallah, on Saturday, when you're flying out, you will be arriving at the airport, inshallah, at between 7:30 and 8 a.m. We will be giving you, inshallah, a few things over there. We will be giving you some luggage tags, just so your luggages don't get lost. So you just put it on your luggage, and we know this luggage belongs to our group. Just in case something gets misplaced, something gets, anything, it's much easier for us to go and look for it, or it's much easier for us to see, like, usually all the way at the end, we may see one luggage just floating around on the belt. We're able to tell, okay, this is a part of our group. So it's very important we get those on the luggages. And then we will also be giving you a Ainul Haramain bag, which you can use during the trip. Just carry a plastic bag so you can put your slippers or your shoes before you throw it in there. It does make life much easier when you're in Haram, both in Makkah and Medina. And also it makes it easier for our group leaders to look for you anywhere it may be, whether at the airport, whether while we're at our historical tours, or traveling between Medina and Makkah and on the way. It's easier for us to recognize you and look for you and bring you back to the bus. We can see you from far away. Even during Umrah, it's much easier to spot everyone for our group when they're wearing our bag. So just a recommendation to keep it with you rather than just keeping it in the luggage, so it's easier for our group leaders to recognize you while you're in Medina as well. So inshallah, between 7:30 and 8 a.m. We will be meeting in JFK Airport. Brother Samiuddin will be available over there. So we will be sharing his contact information a day before. So when you arrive in JFK Airport, Terminal 1, by the Saudi Airline counter, you will collect your luggage tags to tag your luggages, and you will collect your bags. And then our flight is at 11 a.m. You will be landing in Jeddah Airport approximately around 7 a.m. And the following flight, I believe, is around 8:30. So you do need to clear immigration, and then when the flight goes to Jeddah, you do need to collect your luggages. There is an area right next to the luggage belt where you collect it, where you can drop off the luggages and head towards your next flight. When you arrive in Medina, inshallah, you will have the opportunity to, inshallah, meet with me and Brother Tahir Javed. We will be receiving you in Medina. So we will be, the bus will be arranged over there, inshallah, and we will go ahead and head towards the hotel. We are arriving a bit early for our check-in time, so I do need everyone to keep that in mind, inshallah. We try our best. We already put in a request with the hotel to give us the keys as soon as possible. So I am expecting us to have a little bit of a waiting time after we arrive to the hotel. So if anyone needs to exchange any money from the airport, you are more than welcome to do so. We will have some extra time over there. And then, inshallah, once we arrive at the hotel, me or Brother Tahir Javed, one of us will take you for a walking tour in order to cover all the things you need to know during your trip. So when you go for your Riyazul Jannah, which gate are you entering in from? When you go for your Salam for the men, where are you going from? And a few location close by. So we will be covering that walking tour. Once we arrive at the hotel, we will go straight out for the walking tour, inshallah. We will try to get as many people settled in initially. But if we're not, we will go ahead and take care of this walking tour. It does take about an hour, but it gets you prepared for your entire trip in Medina. The following day will be a open day, and then the day after that, inshallah, on Tuesday, which is the 26th, you will have your historical tours. On the 27th is also another open day, and then on the 28th we will be moving to Makkah, and we will be departing after Zohar prayer. So once you pray Zohar, we need everyone to be in ihram. We will go ahead and head towards Miqat. We will stop over there, pray 2 rakats, make our intention for Umrah, and we will head straight towards Makkah. Soon as we arrive in Makkah, after everyone's settled in, we will give everyone approximately half an hour to 45 minutes to actually come meet us in the lobby so we can go and perform our Umrah as a group. And of course, if you have done Umrah before and you would like to go on your own time, you are more than welcome to do so. But for the group time, we do like to look at the group situation before we announce a time. So if everyone is really tired, we will give some extra time, maybe 2 hours. But if everyone is looking good, everyone is fresh, and they were able to sleep a little bit on the bus, we are usually leaving within half an hour to 45 minutes to perform our Umrah. We will talk about permit timings and everything. I just want to cover the entire schedule first, and then the following day is a rest day. Try to get some rest as well too, and it's also Jummah as well. So please try to catch Jummah prayer on time on that day, inshallah. And then you have a free day on the 30th, and on the 31st we will be checking out, inshallah. We have a historical tour, and we will be heading towards the airport for our flight. And I do want to cover a few things regarding when are the best times to take out your permits for Riyaz al Jannah or the Roda. So the day we arrive, we are arriving very early to Medina. So that's a pretty good day to get your permit in the evening hours. If you're looking for something, I would say something after 3 p.m. will be best. And then on the following day, Monday, any timing is good to go. So you can take any timing on the 25th. On the 26th, please avoid morning hours, as our historical tours are between 8 a.m. and Zohar time. So we're looking at around 8 a.m. to approximately 11:30, 12. We will be returning back to the hotel. And then from there, inshallah, the following day, anytime is okay. I will not suggest to take out any permits on the last day, but if you were not able to take out a permit, take it out for the AM hours, because we will be leaving right after Zohar. And you don't want it to conflict with our departure timing that we are leaving. So right after Zohar, we will be departing. Uh, Other than that, if brother TJ, if you want to add something onto the schedule before we continue ahead.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The couple of things which in a past groups the permit is on a military time. So when you're taking out a permit for sisters and brothers, uh, please make sure you know the exact time. You know, it's 0300 mean 3 o'clock in the morning. And if it's 1500, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Uh, Other than that, please make sure one of your family members or anybody uh, who can be participating in the walking tours. So you will know where exactly gate to go. For brothers going to Salam at the Rosa, they can do it anytime except the Salah times. Uh, Harun is pretty much, Brother Harun is covered most of the thing, but if I have anything else, I'll be explaining you at the end of our brief.
All right, Jazakallah khair, Brother TJ. To add that, I do want to cover some tips for packing. So make sure you're carrying medication that you may need during the trip for the entire journey. Also, please carry enough clothes for the entire trip because laundry is very expensive in Saudi. I highly suggest to carry a refillable water bottle. It does come in handy when you're in Makkah and Medina. So rather than drinking regular water, you can go ahead and refill that bottle every time you go for prayer. And we will be covering a little bit more of that for Medina, for the Zamzam, where you actually find the Zamzam in Medina. So you fill up the bottle and you're drinking that between prayers rather than regular water. And whatever Zamzam you bring back, inshallah, you can distribute it amongst friends and family. Please carry a jacket for Medina. We are expecting it to be a bit chilly, especially when you have very hot weather in the daytime, and then you step outside at particular timings in the night. It does get a little bit chilly, so it's very important that you have a jacket, and you can also use that jacket when you arrive back at JFK. Uh, we are allowed two luggages per person, one hand carry and one personal item. So that is your allowance for basically your airline allowance. And on the way back, the Zamzam is not included within that allowance. So the Zamzam is separate other than your two luggages. So and please do not purchase any Zamzam locally. We will be gifting you one, inshallah, at the airport, and that is the only Zamzam they allow for the check-in, the one you will be getting from the airport, inshallah. So it's already sealed. It's supposed to be leak proof. It's already put in a small carton box, which is allowed by the airlines to check in. So please do not get any Zamzam elsewhere. In the past, we have received a lot of questions regarding Zamzam, if you can put some in our luggage. Lately, for the last couple of months, they have been stopping every single luggage, and it does get delayed. So we don't recommend putting any Zamzam in the luggages, because the luggages, they do get stopped in Jeddah. It may get delayed for a few days. It may get delayed for a few weeks. So we don't know how long it may get delayed. So if you are trying to put anything in there, just keep that in mind. They are taking out every single Zamzam that people are putting in their luggages. And the last thing that we would like to cover is Nuzuk. So Nuzuk, we have shared the details within the group, but there are a few things that you need to know which are very important. For each family member, you will need a separate account, whether they're kids, adults. They don't have a option to actually add dependents. So please keep that in mind. You will need a separate account for each family member, and you will also need internet. You will also need some data on your phone. So make sure you talk with the carrier over here, or get a SIM card in Saudi. It's very important. In the past, the app still used to open the permits without data, but in recent times, we've noticed the app even gets logged out. So it's very important that you have data to use over there while you are going for the Roda, for Riyaz Al Jannah. This is very important. We have seen a few people even lose their permit timings because they were logged out and they weren't able to log back in because they did not have any data. So it's very important that you have data, and it's very important you have access to your email that you will be using with your Nuzuk app. So you do get a one-time password, and with that one-time password, you go ahead and you can log in. Uh, Once you log in, usually you're not logged out, but things do happen, and it is possible that you may get logged out of the account. So it's very important that you have a data connection, individual device for each person that's going. I have heard people ask, like, can we just hotspot the rest of the devices? If you have high-speed data, that will work for you. But if you have, sometimes some of the carriers, they provide you with free roaming data. I don't think that's fast enough to hotspot and use these things. So if you are planning to use one hotspot for the entire family, please do purchase a local SIM, so you don't miss on this opportunity to go to the Roda. Like I mentioned, the permits will be opening up on Friday for the Roda. The Umrah permits are already open. You can take out any timing, it's not any timing, sorry, on the 28th evening. So anything after 8 p.m. is good. So you can pick up 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. or 10 p.m. till midnight. Both of those timings are good. And if those timings are taken, you can take out any time as close as possible to that. No one is checking the Umrah permits, but it's always good to have it just in case there's a lot of Russian haram. They will still let you in when you have your ihram on and you have a permit. So They are much lighter on the rule with Makkah than they are with Medina. And for the Roda, Riyazul Jannah, you will need a permit in order to enter. We have gotten all type of questions. Can we use screenshots? Screenshots for your record, it's okay to take a screenshot and keep it with you. But it has happened where they sometimes play around with the screenshot and they say this is not in the app, because many people are trying many different things, because this is a very limited activity that you can do now. Back in the days, you were able to just go to Riyaz Jannah and whenever you wanted, but now they have limited amount of people. They let in on a limited amount of time. So, and it's not just that. That's not the major issue. The major issue is if you are not able to make it for your permit, or if you miss it, or if you've already used it, you need to give a 45-day gap in between your permits. Even Brother Tahir Javed, he was with us in the November group, and he's not able to take out a permit for December because he already used it and it's in within 45 days. So these are very important things, and it's important you take out a time. If you're a night person, you're up most of the night, take out a permit for nighttime. If you're a day person, take out a permit for a daytime. Take out a permit time that will most likely work with you, and it will make it much easier for you to get by on these particular things. So once again, I want to mention some important things. Each member needs a separate device. You do need a data connection. You need access to the email where you will be receiving a code. Each family member will need to use a unique email and a unique phone number. The number is not as important. You can put a dummy number as well too, but the email is very important. You need to have access to that email, because that email, when you're signing up, you will receive a one-time password to activate the account. Then you will receive a one-time code in order to log into the account. So it's very important that you have access to these things during the trip to make your trip much smoother. And the need is mostly in Medina. In Makkah, like I mentioned, it's not as difficult. The things are pretty smooth in Makkah. So I would like to hand it over to Brother Tahir Javed in case he wants to add anything else. And in the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the chat so we can start with that. And then we can give everyone the opportunity to actually unmute themselves and ask the questions as well.
Just a couple of few things, especially when we talk about you have a free day in a Makkah. That's mean if you like to perform additional Umrah, always people ask the questions. They want to perform the extra Umrah, second Umrah, third Umrah, as well as please just make sure that when you, because your stay over at Jeddah airport is not, very long period of time. So make sure be on the Medina flight on time, so we will be, you will be on the schedule. Inshallah, we ready for the questions. If you have any, both of us here available to answer, inshallah.
So, inshallah, if anyone has any questions, you're more than welcome to put it in the chat. And you're also more than welcome to unmute yourself, inshallah, and ask your questions. There is one more thing that I wanted to add for the Roda. This is something that we do like to cover beforehand. So if someone needs accessible services, meaning that you may be going on a wheelchair, so the males will go, a male will be pushing another male. If it's a female will be pushing another female on the wheelchair. They do allow both people to go in with a single permit. So I just wanted to add that before we jump into the question. So if you have any questions, please feel free to unmute yourself, inshallah, and ask the question. I see Ali Najmi. If you'd like to unmute yourself.
Yes. Okay, I have one or two questions. First, I know that when we are departing on the 23rd, the flight says 1400 hours. So that's 2 o'clock, right? What time do we have to be at JFK?
That flight timing has changed. Saudi Airlines changed the flight timing. That's one of the reasons why I mentioned in the beginning that we do have a little bit of a wait time when we arrive at the hotel. So we are arriving much earlier now.
Wait, what time is the flight now on the 23rd?
The flight is at 11 a.m. and we will be arriving in Medina, inshallah, approximately around 10 a.m.
Okay, so now the flight is at 11 a.m. I didn't even know. Okay, so what time should we be at the airport to meet you?
7:30 to 8 a.m. inshallah.
Okay, on the 23rd. Okay, sure. So that's one question. I'm glad I asked that question. The second question is, if we need the accommodation for the scooter during the Safa Marwa part, do we have to do something on the app, or how do we get that accommodation added?
That is something that you do need to go and get in person. So it depends on the situation. If they can walk a little bit, it usually works out a little bit better to go with the electric scooter option. But if they are not able to walk, then the best option is to get one of the authorized workers for Haram who actually do the whole Umrah on the wheelchair. They usually charge around or anywhere from 200 to 300 reals, and they will come and drop you back off to the hotel. So that is the most convenient service that you can get. They will they are usually available as soon as you exit the clock tower vicinity, and we will assist you with that, inshallah.
Okay, so you'll
Just
I Brother TJ, just give me 1 second. I see one question. Estimated timing, we will be arriving in Makkah. I would say it will be between 6 to 8 p.m. Sometimes we do get a little bit delayed when we're departing from Medina. And also, it does happen where, we do get delayed on the way as well, too. So I'm approximating anywhere between, not 6, I would say between 7 and 8:30 would be the approximate time when we arrive, inshallah. So 8 p.m. permit is good to go. And even if you're trying to grab the permit right after, which is the 10 p.m. permit, that is also good to go, inshallah.
My answer was regarding the scooters. So on a Sai area, there's a gate 16. You have to go through the gate. They take you on the elevator, and you will have a scooter there. And the last time, I took somebody, there was 50 real for the Sai.
I see one hand up, Sadaf, if you would like to unmute yourself, inshallah, to ask your question.
Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, I
Walaikum.
said all these timings, that what time we are going to be on JFK and what time it's going to reach Jeddah. All these are these going to be shared in the.
We will be giving you reminders a day before. Please be at the airport at this time, and we will have Brother Samiuddin. He will be flying the next day, but he will be seeing everyone off at the airport, inshallah, on the morning of the 23rd. So we will, inshallah, be informing you as we go on with the trip. Like, for example, tomorrow, like, let's say we're in Medina already and we're departing the following day, we will give you a reminder a day before and the exact timing, because some of the times the timings are tentative, and we do give a departure time in a way where when we arrive there, all the keys are ready, everything is good to go. So we will give you an exact time a day before, but we are departing after Zohar, inshallah, for all these groups.
So what time is the flight from Jeddah to Medina?
From Jeddah to Medina, I believe it's 8:40 or 8:45, somewhere around 8:30. I will give the exact timing, inshallah, but if you receive the ticket, it should be on it.
Oh, okay, cool. And the other question is regarding the Zamzam. So what I hear is that every one of us is getting one Zamzam allowance.
Yes.
Free. Right? And you people are going to.
Yes, we will be gifting the Zamzam, inshallah, at the airport.
Jazakallah khair. So now they started allowing the Zamzam in Saudi Arabia.
It's been about since last August. I think they have eased the restrictions for Zamzam. And now they're eased even further. Some other airlines other than Saudia, they are restrictive sometimes, but Saudi airline, alhamdulillah, they have been allowing everyone Zamzam. And even if you're on the way back for the flights, we have 1 or 2 groups that are actually coming through Riyadh. Even from Riyadh now, they're giving a separate piece for the Zamzam. Back in the days, it used to be put it in your luggage. So they have made these changes in recent times.
Cool. That's good. Thank you.
I'm
You're
just saying something here, Brother Harun. Only Saudi airlines are allowing the Zamzam to bring it as a separate, and
Okay. So thank you, brother. I see Sadaf, your hand is still up. If you have another question, can I have Shane Heather?
Yes, alaikum,
Walaikum
Brother
assalam.
Harun. Yes, my name is Shane Heather, and I am traveling with my family. We are group of 4. And my question is that, like, can we travel from Medina to Makkah like after sunset, or is it possible for us as a family?
We can talk privately about this matter, inshallah. So if you
Inshallah.
need separate transportation, inshallah, we can talk about this privately.
Okay. The second
Okay.
thing that like can we get like a Kaaba view a room in that?
Inshallah, this is also another thing that we can talk privately about this, inshallah.
Okay.
I believe Adil, my team already informed you that we put in the
Correct.
request and it
Correct.
is
Just
based on
wanted to make
availability.
sure.
So we will keep you posted on that, inshallah. We have
Thank
already
you.
put in the request with
Thank
the
you.
final room request.
My next
Don't worry,
question is
inshallah.
that
We will be taking care of
okay.
this.
My next question is that like to keep the necessary items like passport and other things like
Mhm.
will you guys provide any bag or should we buy something for that?
So we do give you actually I use this on a regular. So we provide you with a pouch like this along with the
Hmm.
bag,
Hmm.
and this is perfect for putting passports, power bank, even during when we are traveling between Medina and Mecca. When we're in Ihram, I love to use this bag. My power bank's in there. I have a Saudi phone, a US phone. I have my passport in there. I have my wallet in there. So there's sufficient space in there to put in all the things that you need. I don't recommend carrying your passport or excessive amount of cash when you are going to Haram, whether it be in Mecca or Medina. So especially your passport, because it does get tough when you lose these documents to actually find them, and if you're not able to find them, sometimes people get stuck there for weeks. So in order to make a temporary passport, so these things, it's a really good point that you brought up. So we will be providing you with this, inshallah, and this will be at JFK Airport when we give you the Ainul Harmain bag as well to use in Haram. We will also give you this pouch as well, inshallah, so you can use this during the trip to put in anything that you may need during travels.
Good enough. My last question is that like the days you mentioned about that the free day and the busy day, like wherever the tour would be operating,
Mhm.
can we get that in the message or somewhere so that
We
we
will
can
be
plan accordingly?
sharing the calendar in the groups as well too, inshallah.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're
Jazakallah.
welcome. Well, yeah. Do we have any other questions? So we can take those questions, inshallah, and then a few closing remarks, and then we can end the meeting.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. Jazakallah khair
Yeah.
for going
Well,
through
yeah.
in details. A quick question. So just confirming. So next Friday, that's 22nd, when the Nusuk app will open up slots for Riyadul Jannah.
That is correct, sister. So they open up the slots week by week. So last Friday they opened up the slots for basically this week. Actually, the coming week. So the slots are from Sunday to Saturday. So on the coming Friday, they will open it up from the following Sunday to Saturday. So on Friday, if we see it open it up before you do, we will inshallah also post in the group and inform you. But I would say Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, just check once in the morning. If they're open, take out the permits. My team and myself, we will also be checking so we can post in the group and give you a reminder. Sometimes they like to do, they throw us off guard and they will open up for 2 weeks at a time. Sometimes they open it up on Wednesday, Thursday, but the usual pattern is they open it on Friday and it's open for the following week.
Okay. Because, brother, in my calendar, all through it shows like the light gray color, which is not available.
For Umrah, things are available. We saw this
Umrah we
Friday
did.
they only
Yeah. Umrah we did the
opened
booking.
it for
It's
this
for,
week.
yeah. For Riyadul Jannah, even for this week, I don't see any green,
It goes
nothing.
out. It goes out very fast. That's why we do the seminars in a way where we prepare you at least a week before, so
Okay.
everyone knows what to expect. Because Riyazul Jannah is not like back in the days where you just go and you just pray in Riyazul Jannah. Now you have this permit system, and of course we're not the only ones traveling. There are many other people, hundreds and thousands of people that will be there. So it is a first come first serve based system. So I highly recommend you see a time slot available on the time that works with you, take it right away. And even if it's a time slot that doesn't work with you, but the group is there during those times, please take it if it's the only one available, because those time slots don't become available again. It's very highly unlikely those time slots become available.
Okay, inshallah, brother.
Inshallah.
And then other question is that so for, you said for salam brothers, it is they can do it anytime. For sisters, when are the timings for salam?
They don't allow sisters for the salam area. So the sisters, they can give their salam from outside. The
Okay.
closest they get to the salam area is when they go pray in the roda, in the Riyazul Jannah. So that's the closest you will get for the women to actually go give salam from there. So this is something not in our control. About 30 years ago, they used to allow women, but I would say maybe for like the last 20 years since I have been going, they haven't allowed women.
Okay. Inshallah, brother.
Inshallah.
And then, like you said, that when we reach the hotel in Medina, then we may not have we may not. It may take time to get the rooms.
We already informed the hotel that we will be arriving a little bit early, but standard check-in time is a little bit later. They usually end up giving us a few rooms early, then they will give us a few more rooms. So that's why we are scheduling the walk-in tour as soon as we get there. Usually we would like you to get settled into the rooms, but we will have some free time over there, so we want to make sure we can utilize that time rather than just sitting in the lobby and waiting. It's better we cover important information when we get there.
Inshallah, brother. But then, brother, if it's a Zohar Salah time, Jamaat, will we have
you
time to...
you can do wudu, inshallah, and still go pray. But like I mentioned, like we will have access to bathrooms in the lobby, and I will see whatever I can do, inshallah. I will keep you informed over there because I am arriving with the group that's leaving a day before. So we will be, me and Brother Tahir Javed, we will be receiving you. And when you arrive, before you arrive, inshallah, in Medina Airport, we will have all the information ready for you. How are things looking and what's happening? So it's better to keep everyone transparent on this, so you're mentally prepared rather than
definitely.
I don't like to do the thing where it's like, oh, 15 more minutes. It's better to let you know beforehand, and we will know the situation a little bit better on the day when we arrive, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khair, brother.
Wa iyyakum.
Assalamu
Wa
alaikum.
iyyakum. Wa alaikum assalam. I see Aisha, if you would like to
Assalamu
Wa alaikum assalam.
Just one question. Thank you for hosting
You're
this webinar for all the information we need. This we didn't receive any email about the hotel details nor the.
I will
yeah.
I will post the office number, inshallah. Just send a message on that, and your name, inshallah. Share your email so they can send you over all the details. It's not a problem. They'll all be sent over to you.
Okay. Jazakallah khair, brother.
Wa iyyakum. Wa iyyakum. So jazakallah khair, everyone, for joining. Me and Brother Tahir Javed, both of us are looking forward to taking care of you during this spiritual journey. And inshallah, if Brother Tahir Javed has anything else to add, and then after that, inshallah, we can close off the meeting. All right, inshallah, I think he is all set as well too. So jazakallah khair, everyone, for joining. We look forward to our staff will be there at JFK Airport to inshallah meet and greet you over there, and me and Brother Tahir Javed will also be in Saudi to inshallah receive you, and looking forward to taking care of you during this tour. So see you soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.